Welcome, everyone, to what is going to be our final SIU Alumni live chat for the semester and for the year, actually. I'm Caleb Hale. I'm the Director of Communications for the SIU Alumni Association. We thought we'd end our chats for this semester with a little bit about how alumni can share or help share the story of SIU. That's something that has come up quite frequently as we talk to alumni, as they want to know ways they can get involved, they can share the story because a lot of people are really enthused about their time spent at SIU. So we have with us today Kim Renfield. She is serving currently as our interim chief marketing and information officer. So of the entire campus, and we were going to talk a little bit today about some of the good things that have happened, partially thanks to alumni and helping us share our story. SIU's certainly been more aggressively telling its story, particularly to students. These last year or so, and we also want to share a little bit of information about an online tool that people can use if they want some help in their visuals or just sharing what their SIU experience was like. So Kim, I'm going to let you introduce yourself just a little bit and talk a little bit as just kind of an introduction on how university has been more aggressively telling its story to people.
Thank you. Thank you, Caleb. I am Kim Renfeld, and I am the Chief Communications and Marketing Officer for SIU. Right now, I am the interim Chief Communications and Marketing Officer. I joined SIU in October 2020, and my job in a nutshell is to ensure that SIU Carbondale is no longer a best kept secret. So we communicate with our public, especially our prospective students, on a variety of channels, paid advertising, and that takes many shapes and forms and platforms, through the news media, through social media, through our website. One thing I'd like for us to focus on is PROMOTE.SIU.EDU. Alumni ask us a lot how they can help, and so this is one way alumni can help us and share the SIU story.
All right. And yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment, showing people how they can use this as well. But tell me a little bit about I can tell you, share a little bit about what we hear from our alumni, because as many of you probably know or were a part of, even the Alumni Association hosted with the Chancellor over the past year a number of listening and learning tours, most of those conducted virtually because of the pandemic that we're in. Um, but it was a good chance to get feedback from alumni, and what Kim, tell me a little bit about we've got to the point where now there are SIU's presence. I think it's fair to say it's been increased throughout Illinois. Tell me a little bit about where we've kind of placed messaging and where people can find that.
Well, in a literal and big sort of way, we have increased our billboards. We put quite a few of them in Chicago, both the old-fashioned type and the digital type that we can change out. We have them in various communities throughout Illinois, including the Champaign area, and we have a few of them in the St. Louis area, along with Houston and Kansas City. So in that big literal sort of way, we have that. Now, a lot of our advertising is aimed at assisting in the recruitment of students. And so we also have very highly targeted digital ads. Now, since this is highly targeted and a certain audience, people who don't have, say, are not college are not college age students or high school age students might not
Mhm.
see them, but be assured they are there. They basically are served to the students based on their behavior as they're searching on the internet, things like that. So that's another thing that is there and is present. We do have a variety of things. We also use TV commercials, we use radio spots, and other means to get that word out there.
Right, and I know a lot of alumni do. They appreciate the fact that those billboards are out there now because that does support some of the stories I think they're already sharing with students out there about this place that they went to, called SIU Carbondale. That is, you know, unlike anything they've probably seen or experienced from if they're from somewhere else. In the state, and I think they appreciate the fact that those signage is out there, along with other universities that are there, just sort of staking a claim that Illinois is also SIU territory as well. You mentioned before that we don't want to keep this place as the best kept secret uh, in in Illinois in general. And I think a lot of alumni had that feeling at time that they were trying to share these stories, but a lot of time it's kind of hard to articulate what was so special to it about them. That's kind of where this site comes into play now that it's been developed. It's called PROMOTE.SIU.EDU. And what this essentially is, basically is kind of a repository for all the marketing pieces, digital, print, video, uh, radio, anything that what the university has produced and is kind of part of the marketing suite right now. It can be found here, and alumni have access to this not just to download but also to share as well. So consider this a place you can go if you want your visual aids in helping a prospective student understand what they're talking about, but also social media is a pretty powerful tool these days to help share this story. Um, across the across anywhere that you want to, so use that as well, but it's also a visual medium. Can you tell me a little bit about what we see here on this website and what people can access?
Well, as you can see, these are organized with these buttons. Are organized by the various platforms that um, our advertising appears on, and they will be updated. Our latest theme is Imagine. So, uh, as you can see, that's our most recent commercial. We will have more of them coming up in the spring.
Hmm.
And if you really like this and you want to share it, you can if you close that out, and you will see under the thumbnail on my screen, it's on the far left,
Hmm.
SIU Imagine, and you'll see the button where you can download it, and you'll see another button where you can share it. So if you want to share it on social media, that would be fabulous. And so there'll be more Imagine themed TV commercials this spring to do that. Uh, and it looks like you're going to be clicking on billboards.
Yep,
So
I'm going to be doing billboards now. Here are some of the aforementioned billboards that are going up across the state and across the nation. So these are things as well that you can share. A lot of this you can access if you search different things. The website is going to be evolving as stuff is added, as new pieces are on there. You'll be able to find them there as well. Same goes with social media. Here are some uh, different posts that have been included on there, and kind of what dictates as to what particular social media post gets up here. Kim, is there any particular theme to it, or?
I think things that we think really reach out to people and get a genuine response. Of course, you can always follow the university's social media accounts anytime, and you can share particular posts you like. If you go to SIU.EDU, which is our homepage, you will find social media icons that link to our account. So if you're not already following us, I encourage you to follow whatever account you tend to use the most, or follow any and all of them.
Mhm.
And when you see a post you like, certainly if you react to it by clicking a like, or if you share it, that actually does organically raise our visibility in the social media landscape.
Yeah,
So
it's very small actions that can make a big difference on the social media landscape, especially with organic traffic and interaction can go. So yeah, I would encourage everyone who, even if you're not the most avid social media user, if you primarily use it to get your information, then obviously you're going to want to follow the university, but also the SIU Alumni Association, athletics. I know a number of the colleges and departments on campus have their own social media presence as well that you can get to. I'd also like to take a moment here to also promote the SIU Alumni Association app that you can, right here, if you're quick enough, you can take a picture of that QR code on screen, and it'll take you to a place where you can download this app either for your iOS or Android device. If you can't get it right now, then just search either the Google Play or the App Store on Apple for SIU Alumni Association, and you can bring that up as well. But there's a lot of information about our upcoming events, but also it links to university news, some alumni groups that we have in the area. A lot of information that's out there, and that just kind of shows to the fact that SIU is pretty committed these days to making sure that people do have the information at their fingertips to be able to share our story as we go along. And you can see kind of here, some of the digital ads that are uh, being placed on websites. These are the kinds of things that you as alumni probably are not going to come across organically in your searches on the web, because I guess we're all just a little around in this particular company. We're just a little all out of the demographic that's being targeted um, for these kind of ads, but you'll also see some of the things that we're putting in prints at the moment. So it's just sort of proof of concept that SIU is out there. It's getting its message out to the people who need to see it, and for the alumni who have always been there helping us share our stories as well. We now offer this to you as well as a way to get out here. And I wanted to talk a moment about the SIU News Site as well. Can tell me a little bit this, because this, I think, speaking of good, well kept secrets, I think this particular area too of camp or of the university website is sometimes. Uh, not as played up as it could be, but it has a lot of good information on there, and it's constantly updated about what new things are going on and what's happening. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
well, these are the press releases that we send out to news media, is what you're seeing right here. So all what you're seeing here is also sent to the news media to boost that. But certainly, if you ever want to see what new things are going on, this is the place. As you can see, this story that you've selected, Caleb, is about we have one team, and it's one of only 23 in the world actually,
Hmm.
that they're in the running for the X Prize, and they are trying to find a way to keep carbon from entering the atmosphere. And so, as you can see, it's everything from this very prestigious X Prize to the chamber ensemble. It's a nice thing to do for any event we publicize. It's one that's open to the public, often very affordable to go to. Uh, so this is another way. If a story, you like a story, you can see there are share icons on the side there.
Hmm.
We want you to share our story. So, and if you like it, put it, feel free to put it on, click the share button and put it on your own social media page.
Yep,
Uh,
and just as an offshoot of that too, we also have this is SIU blog that tells you a lot about the people who work here at SIU as well, and I think that makes a big difference to the students on whether or not where they want to decide to come. It makes a lot of difference on the people, the faculty that they'll be working with, the people they'll have the everyday interactions with. So this is a good place of highlighting who we have on campus that's making strides and doing doing good things. These are also stories worth sharing as well. Um, Going back to our promote.siu.edu page, what is it that you hope people come away with when they visit this site? Kim, what how would you encourage people to best use this site?
Well, I certainly invite you to visit it, to explore it. Uh, you can search if you notice there is a search feature there. So if you want to see, say, all the billboards, you can
Hmm.
type in billboards, and you will see the current a, a lot of billboards on there.
Right.
Uh, so that's one way. If there's like a certain program, for instance, automotive, you would see some of the automotive how we're promoting the automotive program. A lot of the digital ads you may notice are promoting a specific academic program.
Hmm.
That is one of our new strategies, and it has yielded some pretty good results in terms of enrollment. Is to students who are looking for a particular program, we want to be in there, and we want to make sure that they are considering SIU Carbondale when they are considering a major in a certain field. And we are working with various schools to see if we can get their programs highlighted and get those added to the mix as well.
Okay. So yeah, the website it is again it's promote.siu.edu. Pretty easy one to remember. It's something take a look at it. We've got a little time. You've got a little time coming up over the holidays. You got a quiet moment. Check it out and see what the university's been producing, and then also expect to see more from it as time goes on, because I think there are no plans to stop this. Pretty relentless drive into telling our story that we've got going right here. Kim, what are some things that are kind of coming up on this front to kind of help further promote the SIU story, and what else can alumni do to get involved in that?
Well, one thing we're very excited about is we just finished filming a new set of commercials, again with the Imagine theme. And those should start airing in the spring semester, and we will certainly be promoting those on promote.siu.edu. So you don't have to wait for a certain time. Once those commercials are up, we are going to gladly uh, get those out there. We want people to share, and if you like what you see, feel free to share those. This is a very easy way to help us out, to help out, and by us I mean the university.
Hmm.
Uh, so that's one new exciting thing. Of course, our new site is continuously being updated, and certainly check back to that as you're able to. And again, if you see the story of some of the good things going on at this university, don't be shy. Share it.
And yeah, and we are coming out of hopefully for good. We're coming out of pandemic mode here, at least the association. So we're not slowing down at the moment on the number of in-person gatherings that are going to be happening um, starting in January of next year. So I encourage everyone to visit siualumni.com as well to look at some of the events that are going to be happening. We're going to be hosting our traditional events with an SIU game at Loyola, with an SIU game, basketball game at Bradley, also adding Illinois State in Bloomington in February as well. And then, of course, we'll go on to MVC. We're getting some of our traditional Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals events happening next year. Plans are already underway for that. So a lot of chance for alumni to get back and connect with us. And it's during those moments where we share. We never fail to hear a great idea who come from alumni, or we never fail to make another connection with an alumni who's there who has just a story to share, or something that may inspire someone else or someone looking to make a connection with a student. Speaking of connections with students, I would tell you we also do have at the Alumni Association our Ask a Saluki program. Now, for alumni, that is not anything that you need to sign up for. You are already kind of in a system um, that would be notified when the time is right. And what I mean by that is this program allows students and recently young alumni to ask a question, and usually it's a career oriented, a professional question. Um, about something that we can tap the expertise in our alumni base to help them out with. What's happening behind the scenes is this system, this program we're working at is kind of figuring out based on our alumni database who might be able to answer the question that's put in there. And in that case, the person, the alumnus or alumna would be contacted about that. So that's a point of watching your email. If you get one of these messages in there, pay attention to it, consider it. There is a real student at the other end of it looking for an answer, and it's a chance for this is kind of a frictionless chance for people to start making connections with students and helping them out, but also being respectful of everyone's time and privacy in there as well, because we know we all live in a faster paced world now. But this is a way you can kind of help students on the fly if you happen to have the knowledge on there as well. Of course, it always offer people to, get in touch with our department. We have alumni who are, frequently in high schools telling their SIU story, promoting SIU, and that kind of stuff is gonna continue into the new year. So there are lots of ways to get involved. You can either get in touch with the university. Of course, you could also always get in touch with us at the Alumni Association, and we can get you pointed in the right direction of where you want to help. So, Kim, I thank you for today and taking some time with us to highlight the promote.siu .edu website, showing everyone that resource that's available to them, telling us a little bit about what's gone, what's coming, and wishing you a happy holidays and the best wishes in the new year. And everyone, thank you for joining us today. Kim, I'll let you have the closing statement if you want.
Well, first I want to thank you, Caleb, for this opportunity. Thank you to this audience for taking some time just to listen, and certainly want to thank you for your steadfast support of this university. When I talk to alumni, I can tell they just love SIU Carbondale and want to do whatever it is they can to help. So, and I'm very grateful for that, to have such an enthusiastic and engaged alumni.
Yeah, we have no shortage of that. So everyone, best wishes on the holiday. Rest, relax, and be ready to bring that energy into 2022 because we'll have more things available for you to get involved with. So thank you very much. Thanks for joining us throughout the year, and we will be seeing you later. Thank you.